Yes, done. A very cheerful good morning, everyone. Welcome to the English class. So today we are going to continue our lesson number 3 of English Reader. The name of this lesson is Who Did It? Yes, student. Today we will do the exercise of this chapter. Okay, student. So let's start from comprehension A. Okay, so question is here. Choose the correct answer and fill in the blank. So you have to choose the correct answer. So three options are already given. So you have to choose one answer. Okay. So number one is here. Dash house had been bulged. Yes, you know bulged means rob. किसका house में robbery हो गई थी. Yes, the option is given here. Mr. Hussein's, Mr. Sharma's house. Here, Mr. Money house. The correct answer is here. Mr. Sharma house has been bulged. Okay. Okay. Number second is here. The police found some dash in the garden. पुलिस ने garden में क्या पाया? As a clothes, bags and footprints. Yes, the correct answer is here as a footprints. Number third is here. Mr. Hussain saw a dash man. The Mr. Hussain saw a tall and thin man. Number fourth, Mr. Jagan saw a man carrying a dash. Mr. Jagan ने जिसको देखा, जिस आदमी को उसने क्या लेके जा रहा था? As a suitcase, bag or sack. Okay, so correct answer is here number B as a bag. Number fifth is here. The police rounded up dash suspects. Rounded up 5 suspect, 4 suspect or 6 suspect. Yes, the police rounded up 5 suspects. Number 6. Inspector Bela Minch asked each suspect to try out the shoe found in the जो इंस्पेक्टर बेला मिंच है उन्होंने पूछा कि प्रत्येक जो सस्पेक्ट जो उनको मिला था तो ट्राई कर रही थी कि वो जो शूज उनको फाउंड हुआ था तो शू फाउंड हुआ था कहाँ से हुआ था किचन से गार्डन से या बेडरूम से द करेक्ट आंसर इज हियर फ्रॉम द गार्डन ओके स्टूडेंट्स सो आई होप यू हैव टू क्लियर दिस एक्सरसाइज okay. So let's start the exercise number E. Read the hints and complete the crossword. Okay, so आपको hints दे रखे हैं और आपको जो crossword है उसको complete करना है. So you can notice that the across and down verse is here. Number 3 is here. A police officer of middle rank. जो police officer होता है middle rank में हम इसको क्या बोलते हैं? As a inspector. So you have to fill here as a inspector. INSPECTOR. Okay. Now next one is here number 5th. A piece of evidence or information. Yes, the correct answer is here as a clue. So you have to write CLUE. C is already given. CLUE. Clue. Okay. Now next one is here. A person who sees a crime take place. ओके जो पर्सन है उसने जो क्राइम जिस जगह पर हुआ है उसको देखा है तो यू हैव टू राइट विटनेस तो नंबर 6 इज हियर ऑलरेडी W इज गिवन WITNESS क्लियर नाउ नंबर 1 is here as a down a person selling things on the street जो पर्सन जो स्ट्रीट पे जो कोई भी चीज जो बेचता है उसको हम क्या बोलते हैं बच्चों वेंडर सो यू हैव टू राइट हियर वेंडर ओके WENDOR vendor next one is there the impression left by a foot or shoe on the ground so I think we have to know about this yes footprints you have to write FOOT foot PRINTS footprints clear student okay now next one is here number 4 a person thought to be guilty of a crime okay so you have to write here as the suspect okay SUSPECT suspect okay this is the number 4 so student I hope you have to clear this crossword now let's start the exercise number F so type the antonyms of these words so you have to write the antonyms of these words number 1 is here midnight so you have to write here the antonyms means opposite okay of the here so you have to write midday clear next one is here found so opposite of found lost LOST found means क्या होता है प्राप्त करना lost means खोना next one is here fast and opposite of fast as a slow clear now number 4th is here late opposite of late early Next, number fifth is your curly. So you have a curly here. So somebody has a straight here. So you have to write straight. Opposite of curly, straight. STRAIGST. Clear. Now next one is here number six. Recklessly. Recklessly means fearlessly. Yes, without regarding to danger or the subsequence of one's action. मतलब जो बिना डरे कोई काम कर लेता. So here we use as a word recklessly. So here we write a word of antonyms of recklessly. Carefully. CAREFULLY. Next one is here number seven. And. Okay, so you have to write as a antonyms of and. Begin. BEGIN. Okay, number 8 is here as a guilty. So you have to write opposite of guilty, innocent. INNOCEN. Clear, students? So this is your exercise number F. Yes, student. This is the exercise number G. So choose the correct words from the brackets and fill in the blank. So you have to choose the correct words. Two words are given here. Also, you have to choose one word. Okay. So you student, you notice that this exercise is related to a homophone. So firstly, you have to know about the homophones. Yes, a homophone is a word that pronounce the same as another word but different in meaning. Homophones क्या होता है? उनका जो दो वर्ड्स होते हैं उनका प्रोनाउंसिएशन तो सेम होता है लेकिन उनका जो मीनिंग होता है उनकी जो स्पेलिंग होती है वो क्या होती है? डिफरेंट होती है. यू कैन नोटिस द स्पेलिंग हर्ड. प्रोनाउंसिएशन आर सेम. HERD, HEARD. Okay, pronunciation are same, heard, but spelling are different and the meanings are also different. Okay, so this is a homophone. So ये क्या कहलाते हैं हमारे homophones. You can next take an example. Whole. So we have to pronounce the word HOLE, whole, and WHOLE. Pronunciation are same, but the meaning are also different and the spellings are also different. Okay, students. So this is a homophones. Okay, so students, let's start the exercise. Okay, number one sentence is given here. I dash a strange noise coming from the street. अब मैंने क्या करी? देखिए सबसे पहले आपको जो given word है उसके बारे में समझना होगा कि heard. The word one word is here heard. तो heard means क्या होता है? A group of same kind of animal. And second heard is आपको पता है कि सुनना. The second form of hear. So here we have to write I dash a same kind of animal. अगर हम बात करेंगे we write HERD, heard a strange noise. So it is not suitable here. We have to write as a heard. HEARD means heard. I heard मैंने सुना. क्या? Strange noise मतलब जो अजीब सी क्या आ रही थी? आवाज, noise आ रही थी, तेज आवाज आ रही थी coming from the street, गली में से. Okay, now next one is here. I looked out of the window. I looked out of the window and saw a dash of goats. So saw a herd of goats. HEARD. तो मैंने क्या? Sorry, HERD. So मैंने क्या देखा? Herd of goats. मतलब goats का जो बकरियों का झुंड देखा. So here we use as a word herd. Here. Number second, Nisha spent the dash morning cleaning out of her room. So cleaning out her room. Here the words are given here whole and WHOLE. So whole means आपको पता है छेद होना and WHOLE which means संपूर्ण. Okay, पूरा. So Neha spent the whole morning. अपने जो संपूर्ण जो पूरी जो morning. So here suitable word is given WHOLE. Whole morning cleaning out her room. Number second is here. She was sad, okay, that her favorite cap had a dash in it. अब वो बहुत ही दुखी थी. So student, firstly you have to identify the homophones and then you have to read the sentence. Okay, so you have to put a suitable word in the blank. Okay, student. So she was sad. वो बहुत दुखी थी. And her favorite cap, because क्योंकि उसकी जो favorite cap had a hole. Hole means क्या होता है? छेद होना. In it, क्योंकि उसकी जो favorite जो cap थी उसके अंदर क्या हो गया था? छेद हो गया था. तो you have to write a HOLE. Clear, student? Number third is here. Nirosh visited the doctor as he was feeling very dash weak. Pronunciation are same, but the spelling are different, meaning are different. The weak is here. You notice that weakness होना है. Okay, so we have to write here weak. WEAK. Clear? Next one is here. B, the doctor gave him medicine. डॉक्टर ने उनको मेडिसिन दी and asked him और उससे पूछा to visit again. तो आप वहां वापस विजिट करेंगे after a dash, after a week. Okay, you have to write a word W-E-E-K. Okay, students. So you have to write up. You have to put up to correct word week. So you know 7 days a week. You listen. You know about this Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So here we write as a word week. Okay, students. So student, we have to clear this exercise about the homophones. Okay. So next exercise is related to a punctuation mark. Okay, so firstly you have to know about the kinds of sentence. Okay, so if you know about the kinds of sentence, firstly after that you which punctuation mark you put after this sentence. Okay, so firstly I'm starting the categorize of the sentence. Okay, students, you know that each sentence, the sentence can perform 4 kinds of functions. Okay, as declarative or statement, second is interrogative, third one is here imperative sentence, and fourth one is here exclamatory sentence. Okay, students, I'm starting one by one. A sentence that state or declares something is called a declarative sentence. जो अपने जो सामने जो हम बात करते हैं सिंपल सेंटेंस की, वो क्या कहलाते हैं हमारे declarative sentence. I'm giving you example. The boys were swimming in the river. So this is a declarative sentence. Next one is here as an interrogative sentence, which means a sentence that asks a question is called an interrogative sentence. Number third, as a imperative sentence, a sentence that express a command, a request, or a desire is called an imperative sentence. Okay, I'm giving you example. Please bring me a glass of water. So this is a imperative sentence. I'm giving you a command. Please bring me a book. Please bring me a glass of water. Okay, so this is will come into category of imperative sentence. Okay, number 4 category is here exclamatory sentence. What is exclamatory sentence? A sentence that expresses some strong or sudden feeling is called an exclamatory sentence. Okay, example is given here as a what a noise they are making. मतलब अचानक ही जो भाव स्टार्ट होता है इसको हम क्या बोलते हैं, अचानक ही किसी चीज को देख के हम शॉक हो जाते हैं, किसी चीज को देख के हम बोलते हैं ओ व्हाट अ ब्यूटीफुल बिल्डिंग, ओके व्हाट अ ब्यूटीफुल ड्रेस. Okay, so after that we have to put an exclamation mark. So this is an exclamatory sentence. But according to this exercise, we have to put a punctuation mark. So firstly, you can identify the sentence. After that, you have to put the punctuation marks. Okay, so firstly, let's start the exercise. But before starting this, we have to know that every sentence begin with a capital letter. जो sentence हमारा start होता है किससे start होता है, capital letter. Clear? Second thing is here you must remember that a full stop is placed at the end of every declarative or imperative sentence. देखिए जो भी हमारे डिक्लेरेटिव और जो हमारे जो इंपेरेटिव सेंटेंस होते हैं आफ्टर दैट यू हैव टू पुट अ फुल स्टॉप. Here and number third is here you must remember that a question mark is placed at the end of the interrogative sentence. जब भी हमारा कोई भी interrogative sentence होगा तो after that we have to put question mark. Number 4 is here you must remember that exclamation mark. Okay, exclamation mark is placed at the end of every exclamatory sentence. जो भी exclamatory sentence होगा उसमें end में हमको exclamation mark put करना है. Okay, let's start. Okay, number 1 is here. How beautiful is the sunset? Okay, so how beautiful is the sunset? And when you already given an example, yes, what a beautiful sari. Okay, so here after that you have to put a exclamation mark. You notice this is this sentence is a exclamatory sentence. So after that you have to put exclamation mark. Next one is here. Could you lend me a pen? Okay, this is could you lend me a pen? तो क्वेश्चन कर रहे, क्वेरी कर रहे हैं कि अगर तुम मुझे पेन उधार दे सकते हो. Yes, so you have to put a question mark. Clear? Next one is here. Yushika visited the museum today. So this is a declarative sentence, simple sentence. So after that you have to put full stop. Number 4 sentence. Have you finished your project? Okay, have you finished your project? So asking a question. So after that you have to put a question mark. Clear, student? Now, number 5th is here, where is Bela Minj house? So here asking a question, where is Bela Minj house? So after that, you have to put question mark. So firstly, student, you notice that firstly identify the kinds of sentence and then put a punctuation mark. Now, what an exciting match. अब what से तो start हो रहा है, लेकिन ये question ask कर रहा है no. So this is a exclamatory sentence. So you have to put exclamation mark here. What an exciting match. Okay, number 7 is here. I have read Oliver Twist. Okay, so I have read Oliver Twist. This is a simple sentence. This is a declarative sentence. You have to put full stop. Now, number 8 is here. What a lovely dress it is. This is, so what a lovely dress this is. So you have to put a exclamation mark. Okay, so exclamation आपके exclamatory sentence आपको समझ में आ गया. Where we put exclamatory mark, a sentence that express strong or sudden feeling is called an exclamatory sentence. Dear students, so this is this exercise is related to a punctuation mark. Okay, so let's start the no grammar part. Okay, so let's start. Students, read this sentence. A crew of sailors is sailing across the Arabian Sea. Okay, so this is the sentence. Now, in this sentence, the word crew is a noun that names a group of sailors. Okay, it is a collective noun. Okay, so this exercise is related to a collective noun. So first of all, you have to know about the noun. Yes, what is the definition of noun? Student, you know about the definition of noun? Yes, everything around us is a noun. Okay, okay, we can see words which are used as a name of a person, animals, places or things are called nouns. So all the naming words are nouns. जितने भी नेमिंग वर्ड्स होते हैं वो क्या कहलाते हैं, नाउन कहलाते हैं. बट you know that there are the different types of noun as a proper noun, common noun, collective noun, material noun and abstract noun. So in this chapter we will study as a collective noun or abstract noun. Okay, so this exercise is related to a collective noun. So firstly you have to know about the collective noun. So in the collective noun you notice that the word crew is a noun. Crew क्या है, एक noun है that names of a group of sailors. वो क्या है, group of sailors. हम किसकी बात कर रहे हैं, sailors का क्या है, group है, मतलब बहुत सारे इसके अंदर लोग है. So here we use as a word group of sailors. Okay, it is a collective noun. So firstly you have to know about the collective noun, student. A collective noun is a name of a collection of people or object that are taken as a whole and spoken of as one. देखिए collective noun वो होते हैं जिसमें बहुत सारे लोगों का या things का क्या होता है, animals का collection होता है. Okay, या हम बात करते हैं कि जब हम उनको एक ही word में बोलते हैं, जब उनको एक ही word में as a single unit में recognize करते हैं, तो here we use as a collective noun. So there are so many example of collective noun we use as a word, as a family, as a herd of sheep, as a bunch of grapes. Okay, so this is a given example as a family, which means a group of one or more parents and their children and living together as a unit. Okay, एक unit में होते हैं so many people. Okay, so here we use as a single word as a collective noun. Okay. You notice that a collective noun is a word used to represent a group of people. आपको इतना ध्यान रखना है कि जो group of people, animal और thing होती है उसी को हम क्या बोलते हैं, collective noun. So we have to, when we spoken a word, when we have to write a collective noun, so we have to use as only a single word about the collective nouns. Clear? As a herd of sheep. Herd of sheep means, herd means same kind of animal. So same kind of animal is there as a group of sheep. So here a suitable word we use as a herd of sheep. A bunch of grapes. I am talking about not one grapes. I am talking about the so many grapes is there. So here we use as a word bunch of grapes. Okay, student, clear this? Yes, this exercise is related to a collective nouns. Okay, students. So match the column. आपको क्या करना है, column को match करना है. So okay, so number 1 is also already done. A pack of fools. Number 2, here you have to write a crowd of people. So you have to write here as a crowd of people. So you have to write match the two. Okay, number third is here a bundle of. A bundle of, you have to notice a bundle of sticks. Clear? Now next one is here a flight of stairs. We have to learn this. Okay student. Okay, number fifth is a grove of. A grove किसको बोलते हैं? जो वृक्षों का क्या होता है? झुंड होता है. तो number fifth is here a trees. Okay. Now number six is here a litter of. A litter of puppies. Okay. Now number seven, a stack of books. Okay, so here we have to match a stack of books. Student, okay, so this is this exercise related to a collective noun. Okay, now next one is here as this exercise related to a abstract noun. So firstly you have to know about the abstract noun. Okay, जिसको हम क्या बोलते हैं? भाववाचक संज्ञा. So example is given here. Yes, honesty is the best policy. Birbal was known for his loyalty towards Emperor Akbar. Okay, student. So in these sentences, the words honesty, policy, and loyalty are abstract noun. जो भी आप words देख रहे हैं कि honesty, policy, yes, loyalty, ये क्या है? Abstract noun है. So what is the abstract noun, student? Abstract nouns name a feeling, quality, or idea that we cannot see, touch, स्मेल, हियर और फील. जो देखिए हम बच्चों क्या होता है एब्स्ट्रैक्ट नाउन एक फीलिंग होती है, किसी की क्वालिटी होती है, कोई आइडिया होता है जिसको हम ना देख सकते हैं, हम ना टच कर सकते हैं, ना स्मेल कर सकते हैं, ना उसको सुन सकते हैं और फील कर सकते हैं. बट हियर आर सम मोर एब्स्ट्रैक्ट नाउन. तो यहाँ पर और क्या है? एब्स्ट्रैक्ट नाउन दिए गए हैं. तो फर्स्टली यू हैव टू नो अबाउट द एब्स्ट्रैक्ट नाउन. द एब्स्ट्रैक्ट नाउन क्या होता है? भाववाचक जो हम संज्ञा बोलते हैं. हमको पता है कि उसके बारे में आई एम गिविंग अ एग्जांपल एज अ हैप्पीनेस, freedom, loyalty. Okay, so this is the example of abstract noun as a excitement, sympathy. Some हम किसी के ऊपर sympathy रखते हैं, है ना? कोई excitement है, तो ये क्या है? हमारे abstract noun है. ओके, तो एब्स्ट्रैक्ट नाउन से आपको क्लियर होना चाहिए कि भाववाचक संज्ञा जिसे हम ना देख सकते हैं, ना सुन सकते हैं, बट ओनली हम क्या कर सकते हैं? समझ सकते हैं. ओके, yes, so this is the abstract noun. Okay, so a name is given to a quality, state, feeling or an emotion is called an abstract noun. जो भाववाचक जो संज्ञा होती है वो क्या? जो नाम हमने किसी की क्वालिटी पे, अब किसी की क्वालिटी है, अब क्या क्वालिटी है? नॉलेजेबल है, उसमें नॉलेज है, सो दिस इज अ क्वालिटी. स्टेट, फीलिंग, मतलब वो कैसा है? एज अ ब्यूटीफुल है, तो हियर वी राइट एज अ स्टेट. उसके कैसे स्टेट है? वो बहुत ही सुंदर है, हैंडसम है ना? और एन इमोशन इज कॉल्ड एन abstract noun. और जो किसी में जो इमोशंस होते हैं वो भी क्या होता है? abstract noun. देखिए फॉर एग्जांपल करेज मीन्स साहस, उसके अंदर बहुत साहस है, या हम उसको देख सकते हैं, छू सकते हैं, हम क्या कर सकते हैं? हाँ, बस हमको इतना पता है कि उसके अंदर क्या करेजियस है, वो बहुत ही साहसी है. एंगर, गुस्सा होना. चाइल्डहुड, एज ए चाइल्डहुड क्या होती है? एक स्टेट है. Okay, so we can also see that yes, this is a childhood state, student. So, but you can't as a feel, you can't as a see, but you only notice that this is the state of childhood. Excellence, privacy. So these are the example of abstract noun. Okay, student. So examples are given here as a his knowledge about the earth is very good. उसकी जो ज्ञान है, उसकी जो समझ है अर्थ के बारे में बहुत ही अच्छी है. Second example is given here. Wisdom cannot be bought. जो wisdom है वो खरीदी नहीं जा सकती. तो wisdom क्या होती है? बुद्धिमत्ता होती है. तो बुद्धिमत्ता तो इंसान की खुद की समझ से ही आएगी, है ना? सो जो भी वर्ड्स होते हैं वो क्या कहलाते हैं? हमारे एब्स्ट्रैक्ट नाउन. ओके, लेट्स स्टार्ट द एक्सरसाइज नंबर J. Yes, this exercise is related to a abstract noun. So student, you have to click and choose the abstract noun in this sentence. So you have to underline this word. The children were clapping and jumping in excitement. So you have to find the abstract noun. Yes, the children were clapping. Clapping करना तो देखो क्या? ताली बजाना. Jumping means कूदना. ये तो कोई action हो रहा है. Okay, so in excitement. So here you notice the in excitement. So in excitement is here as an abstract noun. So you have to underline the word. Next one is here. Mrs. Swan showed sympathy to the little girl because she had lost her toy. So in this sentence you have to underline the word sympathies. Okay, सांत्वना. देना। ओके, तो मिस्टर स्वैन है, उसने क्या करी, शो करी, क्या करी, सिंपैथी, सांत्वना शो करी लिटिल गर्ल को। शी हैड लॉस्ट हर, क्योंकि उसने अपना जो टॉय था वह खो दिया। नंबर थर्ड इज हियर, we went to the traffic park to learn about road safety. So in the sentence we have to underline the safety. Safety means क्या होता है बच्चों, सुरक्षा। So we went to the traffic park, हम ट्रैफिक पार्क गए और सीखा किसके बारे में, रोड सेफ्टी के बारे में। Number fourth is here, Mother Teresa is remembered for her act of kindness. So kindness means क्या होता है बेटा, दयालुता। तो this is a abstract noun. ये क्या होते हैं, abstract noun। तो Mother Teresa is remembered किसके लिए पहचानी जाती है, किसके लिए याद की जाती है, for her acts of kindness, की उसने जो हमेशा वो जो काम करती थी, कौन सा काम करती थी, दयालुता का काम करती थी। Number fifth, Diva danced with joy when her mother got her a puppy. तो जब उसकी मदर ने got her, उसकी मदर ने एक पप्पी लिया तो दिव्या ने डांस किया, किससे, joy से, means खुशी से। तो here we underline the word joy. This is an abstract noun. Number 6 is here, रानी लक्ष्मीबाई is known for her courage. जो रानी लक्ष्मीबाई है जो किसके लिए पहचानी जाती है, अपनी वीरता, साहस के लिए। तो here to underline the word as a courage. Okay students, so I hope you clear this exercise.